this video, we are going to learn how to find the determinants of a matrix using row operation. Now this is the part 2 of this video. So let's say we have matrix A equal to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. Then our main aim here is to reduce all these elements that are below the leading diagonals to be 0. So we are going to make D, G, and H equals to 0. In order for us to make this D here to be 0, we are going to find a number such that when we multiply that number with A and then subtract it from D, we are going to get 0. What do I mean? Let's say I want to make row 2. That's this D now to be 0. The other operation I'm going to perform here is I'm going to say row 2 minus D over A. Then if you multiply this now with A, we are going to get 0. For example, let's say D minus D over A multiplied by A. When this A cancels this A, we are going to be left with D minus D, which will give us 0. Again, let's say we want to make this G now to be 0, and then this G now is in row 3. So we are going to say row 3 minus G over A, then multiply by A again, which will give us G minus G, which will give us 0. So let's say we have this matrix A equal to 3, 4, 2, 9, 1, 2, and 6, 4, 2. So what is that number that when we multiply it with 3 and then subtract it from 6, we are going to make this 0. Now, in order for us to, let's start with this row 3. In order for us to make this 6 now to be 0, we are going to say R3 minus 6 over 3 R1. That's row 3 minus 6 over 3 times row 1. Now, in that case, remember 6 over 3 is the same thing as 2. So let me just write it. R3 minus 2 times R1. And then, let's also make this 9 to be 0 by writing R2 minus 9 over 3 times R1, which is also the same thing as R2 minus 3 R1. So remember, our row 1 didn't change. So it's going to be 3, 4, 2. Now let's start with row 3. 6, this is row 3 now. 6 minus 2 times 3 is something as 6 minus 6, which will give us 0. 4 minus 2 times 4, which is something as 4 minus 8, is going to give us minus 4. Now 2 minus 2 times 2, which is something as 2 minus 4, is going to give us minus 2. Now for this row 2, that's using this one now. 9 minus 3 times 3 is something as 9 minus 9. It's going to give us 0. Now 1 minus 3 times 4, which is something as 1 minus 12, is going to give us minus 11. Then 2 minus 3 times 2, which is something as 2 minus 6, we are going to get minus 4. Now next one is, which row operation are you going to perform on this row 3 in order to make this 4, this minus 4 0 using row 2? Now the row operation I'm going to perform just like as we did on this one. So we're going to say row 3 minus 4 over 11 times row 2. Remember, this is minus and minus here. This minus and minus will multiply itself and turn to plus. Then row 3 minus this 4 over 11, we're now going to give us 0 here. So let's do this. Our row 1 and row 2 didn't change. So this is 3, 4, 2. This is 0 minus 11, then minus 4. So 0 minus 0 is going to give us 0. Minus 4. Minus 4 over 11 times minus 11. So what I mean here. Minus 4 minus 4 over 11 times minus 11. Remember, this 11 will cancel this 11. It will now be minus 4. Minus times minus will be plus 4. We are going to get 0. So this one now is going to give us 0. Then minus 2 minus 4 over 11 times minus 4. Then we are going to get minus 6 over 11. So how do we find our determinant? Now we are going to multiply the leading diagonals, which is this. So if we multiply it, we are going to have 3 times minus 11 times minus 6 over 11. Now in this case, this 11 will cancel itself. Then this negative sign will cancel itself. We are going to be left with 3 times 6, which is equals to 18. So this is another way you can find the determinants of a matrix using row operation method. Just make sure that number you are going to find, you are going to multiply it with this row 1. You understand? And also with this row 2, when making this element here to be 0. If you do otherwise, you are not going to get the answer. So I would like you to watch part 1 of this video. Then the method I used there is very simple and easy to understand, and also easy to find your answers. So I want to show you guys how I got this 6 over 3 here and then 9 over 3 here. So remember, we are looking for a number, so that when we multiply that number with 3 and then subtract it from 6, we are going to get 0. So we're going to say 6 minus 3x equals to 0. So let's add 3 to both sides. So we 6 minus 3x plus 3x equals to 0 plus 3x. So this minus 3x plus 3x will cancel. If this video helped you, I want you to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification button so that each time I post a new video, you'll be the first to watch it. And also share and then comment on this video. Thank you very much and have a blessed day. 6 equals to 3x. Now x equals to 6 over 3, which is same thing as 2. So that's how I got this 2 here now. So let's do the same thing for this 9. Then we have 9 minus 3x equal to 0. So 9 minus 3x plus 3x equals to 3x. This minus 3x and plus 3x will cancel. Now I'm left with 9 equals to 3x. Then our x will be equals to 9 over 3, is equals to 3. And that's how I got these 3 here now.